And the 8th reason I never shut up is because when I do stop talking, there's just this horrible, embarrassed silence. That's what happened.
There's a horrible, embarrassed silence while you're talking.
What did I say was so wrong? I said everybody I know wants to shoot Jeff Kennett, except my grandmother. She wants to stab him.
Oh, John. We have dinner with Bettina Arndt, you talk about religion. We have dinner with Barry Jones, you talk about the footy. We have dinner with Fred Nile, you talk about sodomy. You do it on purpose.
I don't do it on purpose.
And half the time you talk so fast, no one can understand what you're saying.
What do you mean I do so fast no one can understand what I'm saying? First it's censorship, now it's a bloody speed limit.
Congratulations, that was the last plate in the house.
Look, I'm a great fucker, all right? I talk fast, I smash plates. Oh, no, it wasn't. Look. If I wanted to talk about the weather, I would have invited Rob Gell.
Oh, John, just shut up.
Don't talk too fast, don't talk too loud.
I said please.
You invite people around to talk, that's what dinner parties are for, they're for discussion. You discuss things on
God! What discussion? Who discussed?
Okay.
No one else got a word.
Very reasonable, though. You just tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it.
You are just a typical ex-teacher who doesn't understand the difference between a dinner party and a classroom. They were guests in our house. They were not required to be here by law.
Typical ex-teacher? Typical ex... You chewing? What?
Look, we go through this every time. There are 3 areas of conversation that people like you are best advised to avoid.
Here we go.
And they are... sex, politics, and religion.
Yeah, boom, 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 boom. No. Cues. Typical ex-teacher. And not. Go straight the other way. Anyway, you can talk.
Miss.
Lots of people used to be teachers. Sorry, Harry. Barry Jones was a teacher. Lots of very talented people used to be teachers. Mark Mitchell. All those different accents he does in that telecom act. No kids. Look, people aren't required to be you by law. One shout, door locked. Any good host has a few conversations I'll be prepared in case the conversation starts to die. What is it? Oh, I see. Masturbation to you. Now, for a moment I thought you were agreeing with her. She's so behind the times. There, what happened? What, do I get ready? No. Certain topics, people like you are best advised to avoid. Catch up. This is the 1990s. It's all out in the open. Now, these days, young men go courting with a bunch of flowers and a box of condom assortments. We're sophisticated these days. There are no taboos anymore. No taboogie men. Taboogie topics. What taboos? Like this stuff. Rape, child abuse, schizophrenia. Not taboos anymore. They're information campaigns. She's talking about addiction, drunk driving, domestic violence. You get government junk mail about this stuff now. Taboos. Drugs. Drugs are taboo. There's 70-foot posters warning you about poor quality speed. Taboos have been knocked off one by one. The AIDS campaign knocked off 3 in one hit. Condom, gays, anal sex, all now publicly mentionable, huh? Fraggers, poofers and freckle punching, the taboo trifecta, all out in the open. Taboos, what? Incontinence, incest, prostitution. They're not taboos, real life, 6:30 p.m, tits and corpses. Death? Huh? Is death a taboo? These days, Disneyland is gridlocked, bumper to bumper, with minibuses packed with coloured, dying children, brave little tots with terminal illnesses, each bus sponsored by a different current affairs show. Photographers hanging out the roof rack. Oh, yeah, it's the Stan Grand cancer cues. Oh, poor big poor a wide range of family voyeuring. They're not allowed to do all that. And I'm not allowed to mention sex, or politics, or religion at a dinner party. Or what used to be called going round for tea. What a blood of bullshit, mate. What a hillock of steaming bullshit. All human interaction is conducted on a hard-packed social soil comprised chiefly of bullshit. Layer upon layer, centuries of compressed bullshit. Everybody's full of it. Present time except. No, true, no offence. I don't mean to offence, I'm a Greek. I can't help it, you know. I talk fast, I wipe my arms, I got hair on my back, I got hair on my sisters. Greek men shout about politics. Greek women shout at men to stop shouting about politics. The main point is everybody shouts. It's a temperament. Shouting is ethnic. Speaking softly is angry. Everything people do in the whole wide world, I reckon, is either Anglo or ethnic. Herouvim, that's Anglo. Lighting your farts, that's ethnic. Germans are Anglo. Snobby Greeks are Anglo. It's not a nationality, it's an attitude. Stan Grant is Anglo. Darren Hinch is ethnic. My upbringing was ethnic. I was raised as the only son in a Greek household. I left home domestically useless. How many Greek boys will take to change a light bulb? None, my mother doesn't call me alright. Not funny. 19 years old and I never swept the floor or made a bed or washed the dish or cooked a meal. I still don't cook. I tried once. Recipe said, take one chicken, boil vigorously for 20 minutes. No! Explain things to people. Take one dead chicken. When you hold the lid down and scorch it. Then food. Spices are ethnic. Rice and riso is ethnic. Wine can be ethnic or Anglo. Drinking wine. Oh, that's ethnic. Tasting wine. You seen that? That's Anglo. You see that? They got little plastic tasting cups. They take a little sip, swish it around the mouth, spit it into a bucket. Another little cup, a little swish around the mouth, swish it around, spit it into a bucket. Why do they do that? What do they do when me and my friends do when we're tasting wine? We swallow it. We drink the stuff and we spit it all out one big go at the end of the night. Common bloody sense. I can tell you something. This will hold you in good stead. You can use this one, though. There are 4,028 irregular verbs in the Finnish language. That's true. My guess was closest, so I got the point. You know. Barry Jones came a close second. Actually, it's not funny. I made a big mistake with Barry Jones tonight. I met him at the door without thinking. I'm going, "G'day, Barry. What do you know?" I never shut up. Ken don't. No idea. I showed Ken this picture that my 8-year-old son has done tonight. Showed it to Ken, then he just looked at it and went, "Oh, I could have done that." He's so defensive, Ken. He spent all night trying to convince us that he's a real artist. Ken Doan's abstract period, the weeping koala. Picasso was ethnic. Ken Doan is Anglo. Van Gogh was ethnic. Poor and insane. Kenny's jealous of anyone. It's Vincent van Gogh. He reckons that just because Vincent had a tragic life and never sold a painting, unrequited love, a bit schizophrenic sort of thing, he reckons that people romanticise because of the tragedy and write songs about it. But no one writes songs about poor Kenny because he's commercially successful. So I thought, well, seeing as how he's a guest and everything, maybe Kenny should have his own song. Instead, I was taught to play the guitar by my uncle Banassi. He's the most famous member of my Greek family. Famous because he set up Australia's first Greek-Australian rock band, the Malacca's Apprentices. Anyway, this one's for you, Kenny. Starry, starry tea towel. Paint your wallet green and gold. 50 more consignments sold of Kendall, coffee mugs and other mitts. The Duna cover fits. Koala bear and Harbour Bridge. A Kendall magnet for my fridge. In the colours of my native Aussie land. Now I understand how your merchandisability undermines your credibility. The critics only see your wealth and they won't take you as seriously as you take yourself. No, they'll never love you. Your skies are much too blue. So stop taking it so hard that you can't be avant-garde and keep churning out that gorgeous stuff you do. And be bloody thankful for you. This world was tailor-made for two-eared artists just like you. Thank you. Gosh, am I glad you liked it. Kenny didn't. Threatened to cut my ears off. Herouvim, he said, you're a cunt. Kenny, I said, you are what you eat. Did you hear that? The C word, the boogie word. It's like a boogie bit. Can't do that, eh? Normally when you mention that word cunt in public, cut the silence with a knife. Hey? That's the only knife Tim from Demtel hasn't got. I want to cut the silence with when something embarrassing happens, like someone saying cunt in public, eh? Please relax. I promise, no offence to anyone who carries one around their dacks all day, alright? Sure, I reckon they're a top little unit. Anyway, I'm licensed to talk about it. It's true, I am. Qualified sex education teacher, 4 years, Deer Park High School. It's a fact. First thing you do with a new sex education class, what I used to do, sit them all in a circle and give them a 50-minute session of everything you ever wanted to know about sex but were afraid to ask. Sir, can you get pregnant? That was the girls. Pregnancy questions. Sir, if a man comes in a swimming pool and a girl swims into it, and then there was the boy. Hey, sir, who's got the biggest dick in the world, huh? I was a high school teacher for 12 years. 12 years and I'm still not over it. Not funny. 12 years, you get less for fucking manslaughter. What an experience. You know, I still don't feel normal sitting in a chair and there's a dick and balls drawn on it in text. Dick and balls, eh? What a drawable thing is a set of dick and balls. And look, it squirts. High school boys. I know there are girls at high school too, but girls don't go around drawing dick and balls on the walls. And when they do, you can tell the girls don't because the knob is shaped like a hand. Anybody here? Anybody go to a girls' school? Huh? Anybody go to a girls' school? Yeah, which one? MLC, Miles, Lesbians and Cock Teasers, eh? That's a place from the down the road, but it fascinates me. I mean, does puberty acquire an artistic dimension in an all-girl learning environment? No? You know, when you get your first period, you don't whip out the big texters and whack down a few oversized veggies on the plastic chairs? What big, happy cunts flagrantly unfolding from behind dungy doors? Is that what happens? They read chalk on the concrete? Because boys do. As soon as they drop, we start drawing them up. No worries. Our dads take us aside for simple little meetings. Son, you're a man now. Here's a box of textures. Gee, thanks, Dad. Digging balls, Dad. Digging balls, son. Digging balls! Digging balls, eh? The good old digging balls. How I remember it. Dick and balls, they look great on chairs and walls. Whose idea was that, eh? Who came up with that idea? High schools. They got a top idea. I know. Let's round up hundreds of people going through puberty and put them in rooms with people going through midlife crises. Someone's bound to learn something. Schools are dripping, got nothing to do with education. High schools are dripping with sex. You walk around now and you're stepping in puddles of hormones. University tests have proven that in any Year 9 class, at any given time, there is an average of 1.8 erections. It's just an average. I thought of that statistic when the Kennett government reintroduced the oath of loyalty to Victorian schools. Speaking of fucking idiots. Over puberty, more like it. Huh? I love God and my country. I serve the Queen. I crack a fat. And cheerfully obey my penis, teachers and the law. Jeff's brought back discipline to schools. Huh? And written about that in uniform, strap. Does it sound kinky to anyone else? It's me. Exams, regimentation and competition. Competition in education. We haven't got many school principals in tonight. Any school principals here at all? On a Sunday night? No, you know why not? Because they're all out trying to recruit each other's kids. They want to steal students from each other's schools, big signs up advertising. Please come here, enroll here, get my numbers up so Jeff doesn't close my fucking school down. Competition, I mean, they're all cruising the neighbourhoods with loudspeaker vans. Bring out your teenagers! Bring out your teenagers! Competition in education, eh? Life is a jungle. Dog eat dog, big fish, little fish, the quick and the dead. That's what Jeff wants our kids to learn. That's the values Jeff wants my son to grow up with. Competition. Eh? Bring back competition. Bring back school sports. Why not? With kids divided into houses. Yay, John Gunner is an evil witch house. Come on, Hollywood's an advertising agency house. Bring back competition. Let's churn out good little Anglos with blue dunny water and prepaid funeral plots. Good little Anglos. Hair parted by laser. Shirt tucked into underpants. Blood group. Neat casual. Good little Anglos with the correct free enterprise ethos. Good little Anglos who don't talk about sex or politics or religion at dinner parties. Sex, politics, religion. All right. I mean, if there's the rules, these days, and Jeff's making the rules, and there's no point arguing with Jeff. He's the people's choice, mate. Like it or not. Jeff Kennett is to the people of Victoria what Stephen Tom is to the Katz of Australia. So, you people here tonight, among the three great pillars, if competition is the go, let's have some competition here. Right. Starting at that wall there and going all the way to this table here, you guys here with the boom and the boom and you with the that, and all the way up there to the bar, you people are sex house tonight. Alright, hands on the table where I can see them. Start building some house feeling. Right, starting here, madam, with you, going all the way to the bar there, you in the red shirt, all the way through the central politics pillar here to here. Sorry to separate you guys. You, all the way there to the bar, you are politics house. Way you go. Start spinning, lobby, big bricks. Go on. And the rest of you, all the way to the window of the wall near the Scientologists who are across the road. Appropriately, God bless the lot of you, you are religion house. Good, we have three houses, now let's have some competition and be modern. Right, question. Let's start off, 10 points. A question for sex house. Okay, politics, religion. 10 points here, sex house. If a man comes in a swimming pool, and a girl swims into it, can she get pregnant? Come on, let's hear. No! Yes. Can you come to one decision, please, sex house. Who's the house captain? Yes or no? No, correct, absolutely. There's 10 points. I mean, technically, it is possible, but the chlorine would have to be left out of the pool, and the sperm would have to be fresh, and you'd have to be swimming naked and backwards at the right moment. So technically, they get 10 points. No, at least we're talking about it. At least we're talking about it. Being open about sex is ethnic. Being closed about sex is Anglo. Greeks who are open about sex are ethnic. Greeks who are closed about sex are Anglo. Greek girls who are open about sex are dead generally. There's so much tension, isn't there, about sex? So much embarrassment, and guilt, and frustration, and shame, and longing, and curiosity about sex. Why is that? Sex isn't dirty, unless you're doing it on a mound of bullshit. Still, you know, we carry the black panther of sex around on our backs wherever we're going. Without anybody, there it is, eh? Weird things, humans. I remember last August, true story, I was at a residential conference in Yarrawonga, and I was being put up in a motel room, and I was set up there on a long bench in the room. I had my computer and printer here, and an ashtray, a radio going over here, and there was like this big mirror against the wall in front of me, usual setup, you know, bed behind me, bathroom, kitchen area, and there's a knock on the door. And it's the woman come to clean my room. Right? She's 30-ish, blondish, uniform. And she sort of, oh, sorry, you were here, I was just coming through the room, I'll come back later. And I was like, oh, no, I'm going to be here for all day working and stuff, so you might be working. I'm very polite. So she comes in, and she closes the door. And we're both working away. I'm working away, she's working away. And over the radio, clear as a church bell, Bettina Arndt is talking about sex. And Bettina talks very openly about sex on the radio. So this is Bettina. Well, one man told us that in 40 years, his wife had never let him touch her breasts. No, there's enormous variety between women in the sensitivity of the clitoris. Oh! I mean, picture this. Broad daylight, a motel in Yarrawonga. John, the cleaning lady, and a room resounding with penis and orgasm and fellatio. Nipples bouncing off the walls. Me bent grimly at my keyboard, not daring to look up in the mirror because she's bent over behind me, making my bed that I just slept in. Huh? The panther. Sex. Tension. The horrid perspiration is happening. I just wanted to say something, to acknowledge what was happening. To say something like isn't this a funny and interesting human situation? Or maybe, cues? But no one said anything. There was no script for two people in that situation. No socially approved script for us. So he said nothing. People need predictability. Predictability, Anglo or ethnic? Anglo. From religion comes Anglo. Okay, 10 points, correct. Anglo is predictable. Ethnic is spontaneous. Every single time. People need scripts. You see, this has got a script. Jean-Claude Van Damme, wrong bet. See, they're all betting against him. Wrong bet. Hey, none of your yucky Yarrawonga discomfort here. Clear as a bell, this. It's a thought movie. A style. It's a genre. Well, I've been studies for 4 weeks, I'll tell you all. No problem there. I'll tell you something. If there was a script at Yarrawonga, it was a script for a porno movie. That's what it was. Knock, knock. Hi. I've just come to service your room. Great. Come on in, I'll just sit in front of this huge mirror. Okay, fine, I'll just go over here and bend over this huge bed. See, that's the porn genre. There's scripts. They churn them out. Fight movie, fuck movie. And we all know where we stand. By the time my year 9s had got to me for sex education, most of them had seen hardcore pornography. You look like you've never seen it before in your life, mate. That's true. These year 9s, 14, 15-year-olds, most of them had seen hardcore pornography in magazines or videos. And most of them hadn't had sex. So I'm the teacher. And I've got to explain the difference. And the difference between pornography and real sex, boys and girls, is the difference between a Van Damme fight and a real fight in the schoolyard. I mean, Van Damme, poetry in motion. Well, violence in motion actually, but still, close-ups, lighting, take 1, take 2, take 50, they're movies, they're prepared beforehand, they're made for watching. But when a real fight is on in the schoolyard, and you're in the circle, that's not acting. That's two real people, 3 of us that you walk over across them. They're willing or not, shit's fair or both. Unchoreographed, uncoordinated, whack, slap, bang, wrestle, all over in 5 seconds. A real fight is more like real sex. It's like a Van Damme fight. I mean, the more pornography you watch, the less it turns you on. But real people, a real touch, even just a hand on a hand from someone. They don't trust me. I was a drama teacher too. Even if it's just a hand on a hand from someone you've never touched before. Oh, you know that feeling, don't you? You know that feeling? Stroking the paper. 90% of popular music is about that feeling. Where do I begin? I mean, this is something completely different. Pornography. It's got nothing to do with love and feelings and stuff. We all know what this is for, don't we, fellas? Fellas? Guys? Mine! Come on, 50 votes! 50 votes to your house. What are they for? Wanky. Correct, they're for wanky. Sex house, see? What's the problem, mate? You put on a skin flick and you do the 5-knuckle shuffle. We all know what's going on. People are so embarrassed about it. Only one person called it. They're not Fred. Fred Knob tonight. He wanted to talk about video nasties. I said, get fucked, Fred. You like hating dead shit. These aren't cruel or sadistic or anything. This is good old-fashioned, everyday, heterosexual, God-fearing, hardcore pornography. Catch up. Instant food, instant gratification, instant wank fancy saving, make it a reality. You watch a film and you bash the bishop. That's okay. Remote control in one hand, take the lizard for a gallop with the other. That's all right. It's not as if it's sick, not even kinky. It's not as if I'm using an inflatable hand or something. Then I said, anyway, Fred, don't you pull your hook. What's he going to say? No? Fred's only got one script and that question wasn't in it. He just called me a cunt and stormed out. Little louder. Fred only believes in masturbation for procreation or something. Can't have sex without the Festival of Light being switched off first. There's no sex in love songs, is there? Huh? Just romance. There's no genitals in love songs. How could there be? No one ever takes their clothes off in love songs. Love songs have rules. You can sing about romance, but not the feelings that originate in pants. Taboo. No genitals in love songs, no nudity, no rat patch, there's a bonus. Which is just as well, there's nothing to mop it up with. No tissues floating by. This is a love song here, the sex is always dry. And no one ever gets a cramp right in their thigh. She starts to laugh. No, I love them. I love songs. No nudity, no genitals, no laughing, no bare bums, no bare feet, no running, no spitting, no bombing, no betting, no cunts. And they're my favourite. What a load of bullshit, eh, folks? No, don't tear my clothes off, just take the ribbon from my hair. You know that one, eh? Help me make it through the night. That's a pretty definite invitation where I come from. I don't care what's right or wrong. That's a pretty broad moral position where I come from. But no, there's no sex in it. It's a love song. It's called Help Me Make It Through the Night, not Rip Me Stupid and Send Me to Work Tomorrow on 2 hours sleep. Bloody euphemisms. Anglo or ethnic. Oh, I reckon everybody answered that. I'll give you each 20 points. You've got 80, 20, 30. Makes no difference, but it looks good. That's what it is. But it's economics. Fuck all business. That's right. That's right. It's Anglo. Euphemisms are Anglo. Polite names for things are Anglo. Honesty is ethnic. Half flush and full flush. That's Anglo. Wheeze and poos is ethnic. Country and Western, that's actually Anglo and Western. Here's ethnic and Western. Take the penis from my pants. Shave it loose and let it fall. I love you, Melbourne! Hold it gently in your hand. Oops, be careful with my balls. It's not a joke, it's a tip, ladies. Very important, that last bit. But you won't hear it in love songs. No balls in love songs, not allowed. No little floppy bits. No little dangly bits, not allowed. I don't even know where or how it was that I found out that you're not allowed to mention balls in love songs. Well, the rules, I don't know where we find out those rules of what is and isn't acceptable. And no one sat me down and told me. Where did we find that out? I mean, at the beginning of time, it was easy. At the beginning of time, in the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve had a snake to tell them what was acceptable and what wasn't. Psst, you're naked. And they knew and were ashamed. Get dressed. But how do we find out what's acceptable? A few centuries ago, in ancient Rome, you could be a respected senator and still have sex with animals. That was acceptable. Crossing the floor, as it was then called. A lot of politicians had piggeries back then, wasn't there? It's true! I qualified history teacher here. 6 years Bravery, 4 years depart, 1 year Scotch College. Special scheme, Greek in residence. Now we know what's acceptable. A few hundred years ago, slavery was normal. And anyone who said it wasn't was a weirdo. Last century, you could pack a picnic lunch, take your family to a public execution in Hyde Park or the city square. 10 years ago here, it was legal to rape your wife. Legal to rape your wife. But now, sexist judges are candidates for re-education because they're out of step with community attitudes. Don't get me wrong, please. I have no objection to mouldy-minded old reactionaries being hauled away for a bit of rougher-than-usual attitudinal panel beating. It's just that community attitudes make me nervous because they keep on fucking changing. Right? Community attitudes in ancient Rome meant that you could lop off your wife's limbs in the public square because she no longer pleased you. These days, that's unthinkable, isn't it? Yes, of course. We're sophisticated. These days, you just make her drive her way to her daughter's clothes and consider herself lucky if the daughter's not bulimic. Yeah. But how did that happen? A measly 30 years ago. That's just yesterday. Who were the pin-up girls? Marilyn Monroe. Jean along the bridge. Hips, thighs, curves. Yesterday, skinny girls are sickly girls. Today, skinny girls are sexy girls. Says who? Where does that come from? Skinny. Not from me. Bones are for the dogs. I'm a supporter of mums with bones. got to have. They've got all these other bloody campaigns, don't smoke and don't speed, don't drink and drive, don't like your farts, you know. Don't government representative, huh? Why don't they have a Commonwealth door bitch, eh? At every gym and every disco, measuring bums. And if it's too thin, you don't get in. Why not? Okay, let's see your ID. And now let's measure your bum. Where are your hips, young lady? I left them in my locker and lost my locker key. I said, where are your hips? I vomited them up and flushed them down the toilet. Right. I want some names. Who told you were supposed to be this shape? Why did they have that campaign? Why did they fund that? I've got a teacher. I used to have a teacher in high school, Mrs. Phillips. She'd be perfect for that job. This is Mrs. Phillips. I don't think that's quite suitable. It's true. She was. That in her in year 9. I don't think that erection's quite suitable. But yes, it's just a point. Mrs. Phillips used to measure girls' school dresses. Used to measure girls' skirts, eh? But now, as Mrs. Phillips' Commonwealth door bitch, she can measure their bums. Do something useful, something constructive, eh? Where are the government funds for that? No, for all this other bullshit. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, don't smoke, that's fine, it's fine. I'll put out the smoke. I've put on my condom. I'm drinking a shandy. I've helped the tourists. I've played to the tree. The only reason I'm speeding is because I'm trying to get up all these fucking campaigns! Jesus Christ, fucking junk mail and TV and songs now. We are one, but we are many. If it's not on, then it's not on. Don't beat your wife or drink. Oh, jokes about domestic violence now. I don't think that's quite. Yes, it is. When caring is official policy, when caring is correct, and concern is a career path, they're not jokes about domestic violence, jokes about the domestic violence industry. I should have got that job as assistant manager of the domestic violence unit, because I'm twice as caring and concerned, so I've got twice the information pamphlets to prove it. Fucking pamphlets. Pamphlets, Anglo or ethnic. Sex, always going off early. Yeah. There you go. That's right. You want to stop domestic violence? Fuck pamphlets. Cut his dick off. It's as simple as that. Pamphlets are Anglo. De-doodling is ethnic. Why? I'll never do it again. Simple as that. Actually, they can sew the dick back on these days. So ladies, God forbid, but if any of you are in a situation of domestic violence, it's probably best to grind it off just to be sure. Now, you can't get more feminist than that. Oh, jokes about feminism there. I don't think that's quite suitable. Relax, please. I'm a feminist. I am. Qualified women's studies teacher, 2 years in part, 2 years past. Actually, there's points in feminism these days. 10 points for every feminist. Let's start with religion. Has we got any religious feminists over here? Hands up. 10 points. Look at all women. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 should have had monsters. 100, 130 for sex. 220. Okay, politics. Any political feminists? Come on, law, you fucking idiots. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Just a game, kiddies. I'll remind you as necessary. Okay, any religious? No, it doesn't matter. What do? I fuck this up. Everybody was at 130, that makes that 160, they're back to 90. Oh boy. It's awful, they can always tell when the teacher's not prepared. Okay, we're in that sex house. Feminists, come on. Hands in the air, 10 points for feminists. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 108, come on, 120, 30, 40, 150. For the feminists in sex house, 90 and 150 is 240s. That's fantastic. Frankly, it doesn't matter whether you are a feminist or not. It's a free country, after all. But no feminist has any business doing that, basically. That's the place the suffragettes cop. votes for women. I don't think that's quite sneaky at all. Chaining themselves to the gates of Parliament, I don't think that's quite sneaky at all. Community attitudes, then and now. And then, as now, that base means don't argue. I don't think that racist sentiment is quite cynical. That doesn't produce multiculturalism or tolerance. That produces xenophobia, phobia. Irrational fear of being accused of an irrational fear of foreign things. Greek word. Racist jokes now. I don't think that's quite cynical. And I don't think this depiction of women is quite cynical. Yeah, I don't think jokes about rape are quite cynical. I mean, what I don't think pornography is. Why, shut up! Fuck off! You got some reasons, you got some arguments, or is it just a bloody community attitude that's sprouted? I'm sure Mrs. Phillips didn't approve of pornography either. But Mrs. Phillips didn't approve of girls having their dresses above their knee. They're not over their heads. Whether anyone filmed it or not. So wipe that face off your face when you're talking to me. Let's have an argument. Because without a bit of to and fro, for all I know, you're no feminist. You're just an old-fashioned, skirt-measuring, virginity-checking, sheet-inspecting, blue-nosed wowser bastard. No offence to any blue-nosed wowser bastards. But here tonight. That's right. Shouting and arguing and discussing is ethnic. Political correctness is Anglo. Shouting and arguing about politics is ethnic. And I'm in real politics, huh? Now, not this blather that's bucketing down on us now about fucking deficits, right? And forward projections, and bomb rates. That's not politics, that's just economics. Or virtual reality, as it's known to its practitioners. Now, at the present stage of the business cycle, the landing should be soft, unless the bunion pisses off the parachutes. Over here, the J will curve shortly after the Loch Ness Monster appears. And if you want to find the Thor, you'll find him standing in the traditional spot between the ship and the fan. Fucking Mr. Goggery and Mumbo Jumbo. If you bought a fridge and it worked like the economy, you take it back to Billy Guy and tell him to shove it up his ass. This one's fucked. That wasn't in the social contract. Give me one that works. How does that happen? How does politics turn into economics in the space of a decade? Eh? How is it that when I was growing up, one generation ago, 3% unemployment was unacceptable? And one generation later, 11% unemployment is suddenly inevitable and acceptable, huh? Who are these people who decide what's acceptable and unacceptable unemployment? And how come they've all got fucking jobs? Hearken now unto the prophet Gottliebson. Hearken unto thee. Yes, I am hearken. For I am Gottliebson, whom men call economo, the myth maker. And there came a mighty drought to the great southern land, and the people cried and wailed, "O Lord, who shall deliver us from this drought?" And there came one called Hawkey, and lo, his head did shine like 30 pieces of silver. And Hawkey did strike the rock with his charisma, and the water flowed forth, and the billabongs did fill, and Hawkey did walk across them, saying, "Who comes unto Bob the Baptist to be baptized?" And there came one called Paul of Bankstown. And Paul said, "I am the Messiah." And Hawkey anointed him, saying, "Truly, this man is the son of a bitch." And the people wailed and cried, saying, "Paul, we need confidence." And Paul replied, "Then shall I be your confidence man. And in the streets of the town there was rejoicing, and the great southern land was transformed into an internationally competitive non-smoking part of Asia. With world-class casinos in the capitals, and world-class cafes on the footpaths, and world-class beggars in the streets. And Paul said, let there be a social justice policy for government, and let there be a code of ethics for journalists, and at Luna Park let there be no bumping signs on the dodging cars. And Paul would gather the many races of Australia, the Hittites, the Phoenicians, the Greeks, yea, even unto the Aborigines, and their conquerors, the Anglos. And Paul spake, saying, from this day forth shalt thou cease thy squabbling and thy quarrelsome chatter, and be ye as one. And they were one, but they were many. And there was one nation, and there was one opinion, and the people did look upon free enterprise and free trade and see that they were good, and those who disagreed were stoned. And the money changers beseeched Paul, saying, Master, let my people trade. So the Messiah drove the money changers into the temple. And he spoke, saying, blessed are the currency speculators, for they shall wear white shirt sleeves and go into the fire. And the rich got richer, and the poor got poorer. And great were the business profits, and mighty was the business confidence, and any day now was the business investment. And there were 7 years of labour, and then another 7 years of labour, for the prophet Houston did perform miracles and did raise them from the dead. And the Messiah spoke with the new commandments, saying, thou shalt keep the Sabbath holy, and shall not drink at public inns, excepting with a meal, and never while driving. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's superannuation. Thou shalt become a citizen when thou art 18, and be allowed to vote for politicians, and to drive motor cars, and to shoot ducks, and to drink alcohol, but thou shalt not shoot politicians or vote for ducks. For how could a duck manage the economy? They'd probably bugger it up. And no person shall vote twice, yea, not even Kerry Packer, for 2 votes might give him undue influence. Thou shalt take unto thee no false prophets, for there is no alternative. And the false prophet Marx was shamed, and the nations of Marx that disobeyed the Lord and were socialists were reduced to pillars of radioactive dust. And the Russians and the Chinese did repent, crying, oh Lord, we were foolish to overthrow our 7-Elevens and Maya stores and replace them with food queues. Yea, we were global village idiots. For verily, there is no alternative. And this knew they all, for the prophet Brian told them. Thank you. So, is that where it comes from, then? The lies and the damn lies leading us back to the statistics. It was Brian who told me that 11% is okay. Be alright if it was just Brian. I can argue with Brian. You can't argue with the government and the opposition and the media and the trade union and Brian telling you that we're restructuring and globalising for reasons no one understands. And even if you do want to argue with Brian, you might miss the main point. Who tells Brian? 20 points.
Kerry.
Kerry. Kerry who? That came from Politics House. They know who runs things. Okay, and I'll tell you what, a rare treat, folks. I'm not absolutely sure, but I think I actually saw Kerry just out the back before. I'll go and see if he's still there. Hang on. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, with a personal fortune of $3,000 million, the soul of Consolidated Press, the wealthiest individual in the country, the only Australian whose wallet is visible from the moon, Mr. Kerry Packer! Don't care what you feel. Kerry Packer, this is my rap song. Be like the Senate, just let me crack off. What do you get when you cross the old area? A broken fish and a big ball terrier dog. It's bigger than Agar-Dagar. Kerry, Francis, full ball, Packer, that's full ball. Shoots me. Ah! On the day I was born, he's written in the stars. I had Prime Ministers kiss my ass. To break the day, he used to tell me as a tackle be the vicious and vicious son of a cat. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. Striped on the devils to warm all the mittens. Brown paper packages tied up with strings. When I was a kid, I hated those things. Oh, Bulldog! Yes, Father. Oh, Woody, the Women's Weekly and Channel 9, believe! I said, give me money and shares and trust. And I got the balloon and all the rest go bust. When I'm my own, get yourself a black tracker. A party at West Bank, black tracker. Hey, I'm okay, I don't care who's in the Parliament. I get the tax down around about 9%. But I still cry when I'm alone because I think of all the things that I still don't own. I want more! Every night at 6, Brian tells you so. Because Brian doesn't care what you don't need to know. And the Don Corleone of the evening news make you an opinion you can't refuse. Sky TV, Channel 9, Women's Weekly, Body, all right on a fit and proper licensee. The substantial holding, property. I got polo bunnies, a pet banana, Don Burke laying up, and I still own Ghana. Top banana. The political influence is not true. It's just a bloke, one bloke like you. You don't believe me? Look up who's who. Check out the BRW. Fly! Sell! Now flat! It's okay. Don't worry about Darren, I'll be the doctor who cares. We'll be back to work in no time. It'd be good, I reckon, to be a media mogul at the CES and find out a card, media mogul. Go back to a retraining course or something. I'd love to own magazines and newspapers and stuff, but just one newspaper. I'd be happy with just one newspaper. The Herouvim Sun, the family paper that shouts. You know, first thing I'd do if I got hold of a newspaper of my own, I'd change the personnel policy so that we only hired journalists who could write a clear sentence in English. Revolutionise things completely. Last week I read an item in the Herald Sun by Robert someone about a crazed gunman who went on a wild shooting rampage. How about that, eh? Notice how Robert worked in those two adjectives, crazed and wild, in case we thought it was an emotionally balanced gunman. He went on a calm shooting rampage. He said that the gunman killed 3 innocent campers. Now what the fuck is a guilty camper? I mean, sometimes the writing is brilliant. You seen this? How I ate my friends. Vietnam refugee. That's a real one. Eh? Look at that. Terrific, eh? Brief. Succinct. To the point. Factual. Who ate whom? But the half the public has a right to know. They have a command of words to be a journalist. And you need a story too, in cannibalism. Sounds like a story to me. And you probably need a photo. Yeah, then you've got it. I reckon this would have a photo, probably one very fat Vietnamese person in an otherwise empty boat. You remember that photo last year? Speaking of the Herald Sun, that photo last year of Daniel Valerio, little boy that was beaten to death by his stepfather. Remember that? I do. I could give you the details. Number of blows, types of injuries, the itemised incidents of brutality and hurt. But I'm not going to do that. That's the sort of thing you talk about at the dinner party. Those sorts of details are made for reading in the morning on the way to work. Imagine being the journalist who found that photo, first got hold of it. That's front page for sure. And the first thing he's going to go, oh yes, oh Mrs. Valerio, this is a fucking ball terror, I could kiss you. Maybe a bit unseemly. But you've got to empathise, don't you, with the journalist's position. I mean, remember the photo? Remember it? What a photo. The little smile and the bruises on his little face. Well, if you missed it, the first day of the story, no problems. It was there again the next day, on the front page, day 2. Picture of Daniel and Nathan, the saddest picture I've seen. Page 13. And she's right. The saddest picture I've seen. It's heartbreaking. You want to look away, but you can't. Because day 3, there it is again, on the front page. Boy could have lived. That's far on. Day 4. Big picture. Big picture of Daniel. Front page. 4 days ago. Big picture of the dead baby. Day 5. Daniel, how you can help. 5 days now. Every morning with breakfast. Why? I mean, is there a dispute? Maybe there are people out there who don't agree that it was awful and horrible. People we need to convince. Daniel, how you... Oh, it's a campaign. I see. Page 9. Make reporting of child abuse mandatory. Oh, it's a campaign, that's all right, that Daniel's a logo. Well, they must have their reasons. I mean, it's not as if we're not all agreed. It was horrible. And awful and horrible. It was wrong, right? Awful, horrible and cruel. It should never happen. But you don't go on about it day after day, do you? Don't just keep on printing the picture, do you? And what sort of paper is this? The Herald Sun. What is it? The Herald Sun. The Hun. The Hun. That's easier, isn't it? The Hun. It's a short, squat sort of paper, your Hun, isn't it? Sort of friendly, respectable, suburban sort of paper, your Hun. There you go, but like to see it. Hey, sits comfortably on your knee on the 743 from Hurstbridge, or maybe in the seat next to you in the Commodore. A Hun. It's a stout, weighty, local Burgermeister sort of paper, your Hun. You can see there it's lederhosen and it's braces, eh? Doing one of those happy, slappy German dances, the Hun. Like the Hun, the jolly Bavarian of the Australian print media, the Hun. But until someone mentions the unions, and the Hun puts on the Kaiser spike helmets, the Hun! What is it? Day 6. Day 6. Daniel, your letters. Page 17. Letters to a dead baby. John, are you going to bed? No, I'm going to write a letter to a little 2-year-old who was bashed and tortured to death, huh? Then I might do the crossword. He wanted love, but got only pain. Duh! You've told us that yesterday. David Sanders from Sunshine. Dear Daniel, your short life was a terrible ordeal. I'm sorry you died, because now you'll never be able to pick up a free Ford Festiva! That's right, I mean, for Christ's sake! You know, how I ate my friends, that's good. But dear Daniel, sorry you're dead, pick up a free Ford Festiva. That's ironic juxtaposition worthy of William fucking Shakespeare, that is. Why? day after day, literally week after week. Save our children. New photos of Daniel. It got to the point that if I saw a picture of a baby in the paper without bruises on its face, I had to take out my HB pencil and fucking draw him on so it looked normal again. The perfect story, folks, with the perfect picture. Huh? Well, no, actually, no. The perfect story for the Hun would have been if Daniel Blair had been beaten to death by Joan Kerner. I reckon the Hun should stick to what it knows. You know, stick to what you're good at. Huh? Keep your hands off little dead babies. Stick to full-page ads for free Ford Festivas and to bingo. Huh? Yeah, and to footy. You're good at that. And editorials against teachers' strikes, you're fucking good at that. and if you want a picture for your front page, pretty Jenny Harris. You know pretty Jenny Harris, don't you? On the front page of the Hun. Pretty Jenny Harris from North Ball. Pretty Jenny Harris from North Ball splashing in the shallows of Beaumaris in her bikini. Hey, give the respectable dads and the gents in the leafy suburbs something to crack a socially sanctioned Herald Sun fat over. That's what you're for. Jesus. Ford Festivas, side by side with dead children. Famine in Eritrea and the KFC Value Challenge. Ethnic cleansing and caravan shows. Massacre in Hebron and this week's deli specials at Woolworths. Side by side. What a time we live in. Huh? What a time we live in, folks. When horizon is a cigarette and freedom is a carpet shampoo and heaven is an ice cream. I'm waiting for the day when they bring out humanity's loftiest aspirations oven cleaner. Thank you. You know, thank Christ, I say, with all this stuff going on, thank Christ, I say, that we have the Trade Practices Commission to protect us from misleading advertising. Hey? Otherwise, we'd really be in the shit. Remember that last year when Telecom and Optus were having commercial fisticuffs at each other's throats over the telecommunications market? Eh? And Telecom put out an ad that contained a fib. The TPC was on that like a shot. The name's McAnanamany. Phil McAnanamany. On the TPC's Truth in Advertising squad, I'm the big cheese. And I'm not talking about a Dutch tourist attraction. You know the dentist in the toothbrush ad? I've seen his place. I'm paid to make sure commercials don't misinform the public. When I count the beans in a cup of Nescafe, there better be 43. Truth in advertising. It's a tough caper. It gives me backache, rheumatic and muscular pain. I take methods. MEN, TH, you know the rest? Of course you do. That's the law of the jingle. I knew there was something fishy about that telecom ad. It's my business to know. I called up my contacts at the Federation of Australian Commercial Television Stations. Facts. Most of them are decent blokes, rather saw their own head off than misinform the public. Facts. I don't know who named them that. My hunch, it was the same customer who named my partner Joy. Joy is mercurial, contrary. Hold out a packet of CCs, she'll say no. She won't wear computer socks without running a virus check. When pain persists, she doesn't do anything. She's all jangled nerves and electrostatic energy. Scratchy voice, smile that can melt the heart of Decrepot. Joybell Anna Chandler. Maybe one day, Joybell Anna McAnanamany. But that's another story. Joy's the extremist on the Truth in Advertising squad. She wants us to tackle stereotypes wants us to take on the fleeting, emotionally generated, superficial images that generate reactionary typecasting. I tell her the TV news is out of our jurisdiction.